How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, we got ourselves 3 different rumors to take a look at. These are all 4chan rumors, so bear with me. To start with, the first one we have right here, and here is the actual text for it. Again, it's a little bit poorly positioned here, but you guys can pause the video if you want to read it on your own, so I just thought we'd go through it. It's a really short one, this one, but let's get into it right away. So, ZA leaks coming to us from 4chan by this poster saying Legend ZA DLC May 2026. Now, I will tell you why I don't think that's going to happen, but let's see what they actually say, because maybe the suggestion is decent. They say free updates. Okay, that would make sense, because that's what they did with the Daybreak update, if you guys remember, for Legends Arceus. There was like no DLC for Arceus, but there was an update that added a little bit extra stuff, which a lot of people considered like DLC, which I think is ridiculous that we are now considering an update as DLC, just a regular update. Like, DLC has always been, like, something you buy that's supposed to extend the game, like an expansion of sorts, right? The fact that regular updates would be considered such would be really weird, in my opinion. Unless that, of course, update adds in a substantial amount of stuff, which I don't really think Daybreak added that much, did it? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it did. I just cannot remember anymore. It's been a few years. Either way, they said apparently that this update would add 5 new Mega Evolutions. One is Buffland. Okay. 5 new Megas. Does that mean 5 generally new ones, or 5 out of the ones we know? Including Buffland would be a weird one. Okay. Adds 30 returning Pokemon. See, this is where I doubt, because I don't think they're going to add in Pokemon that, you know, like old Pokemon. I really doubt it, but who knows. Gives 3 new missions. What kind of missions? Like, missions in what way? Because are we even going to be doing missions in this game? Or are you referring to, like, the whole, like, climbing the ladder thing that we are supposed to do with the whole, like, you know, during the nighttime and everything like that, like the Z battles and all that, the Z Battle Factory thing, the Battle Royale, that's it, right? So, I don't know, man, but 3 new ones, okay, new character introduced called Marcus, and then roughly 3 hours playtime, which, I mean, if it's a free update, hell yeah, brother, free, I'll take anything for free, man. Any extra gameplay for free is always welcome. I will never deny it, and I will never say, nah, I'm good. Like, I will take any of that if it's offered. Like, if they offer it, I take it, okay? Like, if they offer it, I will gladly take that shit. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it is what it is. But that's the rumor, though. Now, I will tell you, I doubt that we're going to get any DLC. Paid one or free one, doesn't really matter. Free one, maybe, but it might just be an update of sorts that adds, like, very minimal shit. Maybe, like, adding Zeraora's Mega, because we know Zeraora Mega exists. It just hasn't been added, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, how do I put this? Like, the timing of it all, right? I doubt that they would want to do it when they're announcing, like, Generation 10 next year. They could still. I'm not going to say that it isn't going to happen. Definitely could happen, but it just feels a little more doubtful than the other way around. So, again, that's just my opinion, because we have Gen 10 next year, most definitely, because they want to have a big Pokemon game for the Switch 2. I mean, we know we have Legends EA also for the Switch 2, but that's a game that can still be played on Switch 1, so it's not like... And the actual benefit of playing it on the Switch 2 versus Switch 1 is literally just frame rates, okay? That's the only reason. It's just because, for whatever reason, the game cannot run at 60 frames on the Switch 1. I don't know why, but that's the reason, and that's the only actual difference, okay? Like, genuinely, we have to be real here. The only difference between these two games on these two consoles, or the same game on 2 consoles, is literally frame rate. And that's about it. But yeah, so that was the first rumor. Let's now move on to the next one. And this one is on 4chan, and it's from the boys over at Hidden Power Podcast, who basically posted the following thing here. They posted, a new Pokemon Gen 10 rumor has surfaced detailing the full Pokedex, story, and gameplay features. And then they have the actual rumor. Now, I think we've read this rumor before, like aspects of it. I think we've already gone through and talked about this one. But generally speaking, it's just got like a giant picture with a bunch of these like pictures and images on it, and we've already spoken about some of these already, but like I don't remember if we read the text. I think we did. So let's just go through what this guy says here. Man, I should check myself what I did post. I'll summarize what I can here. Gen 10 Dex is the one in the picture. There aren't any forms in it. Those are all new Pokemon, regional forms, or conversion forms. Wait, what? There aren't any forms in it. Those are all new Pokemon. But then he says regional forms or convergent forms. What? Okay, but what is he? This is okay. The one I posted though was the provisional Dex when I was informed. I know for a fact that, for example, the air and the water Regis were being discussed as possibly being moved to the DLC or to a later game. The Gen 10 setting, for what I knew, it was inspired by Greek or Roman mythos and aesthetics. It's not Greece in its entirety, or at least not yet. It's a portion of it, saving the mainland and Crete for DLCs. The plot, though, summarized, is the general plot has you carrying around the actually fourth legendary to reach its own peak, but you are tricked into taking care of it. You don't actually know it's a legendary when you receive this Pokemon, which resembles and is an evolution of a very old Pokemon. Okay, cool. You'll go around thanks to it and and its ability to adapt and change to explore different types of terrain. There are other means of transportation, like specific Pokemon as well. So that's the rumor. Now, we already covered this one before, so I don't really know if this one carries any weight at all. Like, actually, I don't think it really carries any weight, to be real with you, but I mean, anything is possible, to be fair. It could be real. Like, it could have some real to it. Like, we've already spoken about it, and the reason I even brought it up is because a lot of the stuff in this post correlates with what was being said by Moot. And if you don't know Moot, he's like an anime leaker, like Pokemon anime leaker. Normally, he's only got like stuff on the anime, but recently he's been sharing stuff about Generation 10. So, I mean, I digress. Anything is possible, man. Like, we've seen leaks come out of the woodwork in many strange places. So, anything's possible, but I'd love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this in the comment section down below, what you think about it. Now we're going to move over to the next one. Now, this is a rumor from 4chan, and this one came out, like, I think back in, holy moly, like back in, when was that? January? Yeah, I think this was January this year. So let's look at this one because it's just funny because people brought this up and I thought it'd be fun to look at it and just see, is there anything worthwhile in it? Well, Pokemon Waves and Winds. Now, we have heard the idea of the game being called Pokemon Waves and Winds a few times already. The biggest reason for this naming scheme, if you want to call it that, is actually from the Terra leak, because in the Terra leak, if we go to the Gen 10 section, and I'm doing an entire video that should be out this next week. While I'm away, I've scheduled the video about this entire page and everything in here. But if you guys may remember, during one of the massive Terra leaks, there was an email chain as well as a test build for Generation 10, which is codenamed Gaia, and there were two versions, one with the letter K and one with the letter N, and people try to speculate based on the fact that the game is going to be, you know, island themed with multiple islands and progressing through different islands. People speculated that the name of the games, because of the K and the N, could be Kaze and Nami, if I'm not mistaken, which, if you translate those, the Kaze is wind and Nami is wave, so wind and waves, which makes sense. Those two are, like, you know, synonymous to each other. Like, think about every Pokemon name of every game: black and white, you know, gold and silver, blue and red. You know, it's like usually synonymous, like, you know, things that like kind of synergize well with each other, if you want to put it that way. You know, scarlet and violet, sword and shield. You know, it's always going to be a name like that. And wind and waves, that actually makes sense. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Pokemon Wind version and Pokemon Wave version actually makes sense. Like, it doesn't sound crazy. But again, keep in mind, this is just speculative. Like, there's no guarantees that that's going to be the case. And the reason we even bring it up is because this theory was here, as we see, from suggested by Stoneclaw. I think it was the first maybe person who actually suggested it, saying that, you know, Pokemon Kaze, Wind, Pokemon Nami, if we go back here, oops. Go back. Pokemon Nami, Wave, Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. Gaia is Earth, Kronos is Sky, Nereus, oh geez. So they're talking about, when they say Gaia, Kronos, and Nereus, I think they're talking about like Greek gods in this case. Like, Gaia is literally Earth, like the planet itself, right? Like Earth, like the god, like the Earth mother of sorts. Kronos, if I'm not mistaken, either is her husband or son, but I don't know which one. It doesn't matter. But the point is that Riddler Coup, as you can see his name right here, he specifically actually came out and he kind of said that he loves this theory because, I mean, maybe he just likes it, he thinks it's a cool theory. Doesn't mean it confirms it, but the fact that he would even imply anything about it is interesting, because he also left an entire post. If you don't know Riddler Coup, he has been a leaker for a while now. He has had some stuff incorrect, or people have been at least assuming that he's been incorrect, but he did post this way back in 2024 saying the new project, hint 2, you knew its codename today from you know where, Too Much Water. And again, the hint to is referring to, again, like the giant Terra leak, and the fact that the codename is Gaia, and then him saying Too Much Water is because we already know now that it's going to be island themed. It's going to be an island themed game. You're going to be traveling from island to island, similar to Alola, but not exactly the same. That's the general gist of it. again, I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. So let's go back to the actual post now. So this apparently, according to this person, it's set in Leptheria region based on Greece. Now, again, Greece being the location, 100% makes sense. Then, gameplay consists of traveling between many islands a la Wind Waker, similar to a similar open-ended structure to Scarlet and Violet. Approximately 500 Pokemon in the Pokedex, with more to follow post-release. 500 total? Old ones too, then? That's half of the total Pokemon count we have. I mean, listen, I'm not going to judge them too much anymore because there are, like, but then again, it is Pokemon, dude, and they do have the money to do this. Like, let's be honest. They are the Pokemon company. They are Game Freak. They are rich. They have more than enough time and people, and they've been given enough time this time around, okay? Like, you could not argue now that they have not been given enough time to spend more time making these games. Well, you already know what's going to happen is that there's going to be 500 Pokemon probably in the Pokedex, and then another 150 of another 150 or maybe like 300 will be added in 2 DLCs in like 2027. You already know that's going to be the case. But either way, here's what they say for starters. They say apparently a starter Pokemon, Barkuodaki, Carcoda, and Ursalisto, Grass Fairy. What is that supposed to mean? Iguanana? Maga, okay. Escali, or Fire Steel, Spherically, Spiraspida, and Gastiator, Water Fight. Dude, these names do not sound like the names that used for these Pokemon. They sound a little too hard to pronounce. Like, I know you can say Meowscarada might be hard to say, or Sprigatito, or Sbrigatito, or whatever, Inteleon. Those are relatively easy to still pronounce. This is just a tongue twister in some of these. Like, Carcoda works, Ursalisto, okay, but Ignuonana? Onana? Who plays for Manchester United? I don't know, bro. What the fuck is this? Like, how am I supposed to, like, read this? Like, I don't know how to, like, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Maybe this is, like, maybe I'm really offending someone. Maybe it is like, Greek. But what I'm trying to say is, it's going to be really hard for non-speakers of said language to actually pronounce it. Because this feels like there's too many letters being used that you don't normally find in a Pokemon name or find in just regular, like, you know, like names of Pokemon in general. That would just be a little hard to pronounce. Like, most of them are fine. I think Ursalisto makes sense. Calypso, whatever. Escali makes sense as well. Gastiator makes sense. Okay, now, you know what? The more I'm reading them, the more I'm realizing they're not that hard. Spiraspida is actually pretty easy. Magmagama, okay, now it makes sense. Ignuana. You know what? I was being a dick. I was just being a dick. It's actually not that hard to read them. I'm just an idiot. It just took me a while. Am I dyslexic? Maybe that's why I'm struggling. I don't know. Either way, next up, Box Legends. Equidon, Water Ground, and Equilus, which is Electric Flying. So, again, it's a rumor. I'm not going to put too much value into this one because a lot of what it says is not that crazy, to be fair with you. It's not like it's saying a lot of insane stuff. Like, a lot of this can be just, you can look at it and be like, yeah, you know, this is real, this is whatever. But no, I really just do not know if this is, like, valuable information in any way, shape, or form. But I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on it, though. So let me know in the comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that pretty much summarizes it for today, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. That's going to be it for today, and I'll be seeing you all in the next video. So peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one.